You're listening to The Swingdom, the champion podcast of the year. 2 guys, 28 clubs, 0 putts given, with your hosts, Ben Ridner and Gunnar Kane.
Other way. You point the other way. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's weird. So normally I have a camera. And normally I have a camera. And so because I put myself, I guess, on the other side, I point that way. Did you just mute yourself? Hello? It says mute down at the bottom.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you muted yourself. I saw the little microphone go away.
No, I didn't mute myself. All of a sudden I got this notification that says your mic's not working.
What?
Yeah, and then I plugged it back in, and then it was working again.
Oh, your mic. I thought you meant my
mic. No, it said my mic. It doesn't matter. Yeah, but you flipping around.
Yeah, I just
on
realized
Zoom,
that.
Yeah, on Zoom, if you have to flip your camera view. You have to mirror it
so
that it
side.
Points the direction. Yeah, I'm on this, but you're pointing the opposite way.
Yeah, normally I point to my right, and now you're on my left. I feel I look grainier. I'm trying to figure out if that's just like Zoom or not. So, all right, you ready?
I think that's you.
PGA Championship preview show.
You're listening to The Swingdom, the champion podcast of the year. 2 guys, 28 clubs, 0 putts given, with your hosts, Ben Ridner and Gunnar Kane.
Hello and welcome to The Swingdom. My name is Ben Ridner. I am an 11.4 handicap. I play Cobra Clubs. I've got some Clevelands in the bag. Having a lot of fun. Super psyched for a major week. Finally, I'm here with my best.
Yeah, first major.
Yeah, I'm here with my best golfing buddy, Gunnar.
That's
me.
He's
a 5.3 handicap. It's got Titleists in the bag and some Cobras. Hey, Gunnar, guess what?
What?
I've got our biggest fan here.
There's a fan back there. God, I love jokes.
All right, check out the YouTube channel so you can see our biggest fan.
That's right there.
It's the worst.
That's staying in.
So I took a bunch of notes, and then I left my my notepad somewhere else, so I just have to memorize all of them. So that's good. I'm good on that.
This is the least amount of notes I've taken on a tournament, and this is the most significant one we've done.
I think the thing is that it's a very interesting concept that it's the PGA Championship. But I also feel like it is the culmination of the post-COVID sort of season. And I just feel like everybody's been waiting for this for 5 months.
Yeah. Well, and let me be honest with you. This is my favorite major setup. Out of all the majors, this is my favorite setup because it has club pros in it.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like the actual course setup.
Nah,
yeah.
Masters. But I like.
I'm with you. I agree.
The setup of the PGA Championship because it's regular guys, so to speak. I mean, they're really good.
100%.
Regular guys get up in there. They're not pros. They're teaching professionals. So
that's sort of
I'm digging it.
Yeah. It's sort of the. Well, to be fair, like 3 of the teaching pros have been on tour.
Right. Well, and one of them just won the PGA Professional Championship.
Yeah.
Like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. So I mean, they are like they're still top notch, and they still are phenomenal players. But I think it does the thing that the U.S. Open and the British Open try to do, which is get the highest like playing amateurs in there. And it's sort of saying like, oh, like you have a chance at the U.S. Open, you have a chance at the British Open, which every amateur golfer sort of feels deep down in their bones. If they played and practiced hard enough, they would be able to go to U.S. Open qualifier and be like, okay, I'm ready. And to be fair, it really is like the U.S. Open qualifiers end up going to people who have sort of lost their tour card last year or the year before.
Well, one of the players, this is his 20th start in a PGA championship.
Yeah.
Which means, but as a teaching pro.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like, this is the thing about the PGA championship, which is you have like the upper echelon of playing professionals.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, it still sort of has that, like that air of being a tour tournament.
Yeah. Well, so like
they don't sort of say like, oh, like it's an open, you have a chance.
Right, but you say with the opens, just like you said, the top level amateurs, when you see these amateurs, and if you pay attention to lower level golf, like NCAA championships or like
US Am, US Mid Am,
yeah, exactly. So you already know that these guys are getting ready to get their card regardless.
Yeah.
So it's not like let's say like Jordan Spieth was in, and maybe he's a good example. I don't know. I don't really know the history of amateurs at an open, but let's say Jordan Spieth was an amateur, and we all saw him play in college. We knew he was going to become a professional.
Oh, you mean like at like 18, 19 years old?
Yeah, we all knew he was going to be a professional player.
At 15, everybody knew he was going to go pro.
That's what happened. Right, exactly. Yeah. That's what happens. You get these kids who you're already like, well, I've been watching this guy for 4 years, 5 years now.
When he made the cut in Texas at 16, we were like done and dusted.
Yeah,
like what we thought is now reality.
But he was still labeled as an amateur, and you know what I mean. Like, so that's kind of where I get iffy with the opens, so to speak, because they're already really good. Yeah. But I feel like the PGA pros, like they grind all year to get to just to play in this event, and it's the only major that's open to them.
Yeah,
I love
this is the thing. It's like I remember. I think it was like 2 years ago. I'm a little, but I feel like it was like Jason Duffner like qualified for the U.S. Open through open qualifying, and I'm like, that dude has a major. Like he's not like he doesn't like he should either be in or out. The U.S. Open should be for guys who are sort of like a 1 to 4 or 5 handicap who can go out there and shoot lights out almost like a Q school and get the opportunity to play in a PGA Tour event. But it's not. It always feels like those qualifying events for the U.S. and British Open are basically guys who are on tour who didn't make the 150 cut, who are like in the 170, 180. And it's like a Monday qualifier for them.
Yeah.
Whereas the PGA champion, you get it's people you know. You can go and take lessons from these guys.
Yeah. So here's you would you like to know one of the biggest names in amateurs who played in the U.S. Open last year?
Who?
Victor Hovland. We all knew he was going to be a pro.
Victor Hovland. I was going to say, I think it was
Brendan Wu. Brendan Wu was there. I mean, he wasn't eligible because of college, but to turn pro. But we all know Brendan Wu's going to be a pro.
No, and it happens every year. Like 3 years ago, it was Bo Hosler. Like Patrick Cantley.
Yeah, we all knew it.
Yeah. You're like, okay, that guy's going tour.
Patrick Cantley's a great.
Yeah. I mean, Tiger Woods was, he played in the U.S. Open as an amateur, and you're like, and everybody was like,
he won the U.S. Amateur like 3 years in a row.
Yeah, he won the U.S. Amateur 3. Yeah, he shows up to the U.S. Open in full Stanford gear, and they're like, well, he's not going to win, but he's probably going to make the cut. So no, I'm with you. The PGA Tour is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, what would be more like a true open? And this isn't fair, and I don't agree with it, but it would make it a true open was to say the top 50 amateurs in the world were not allowed to attend. Everybody outside the top 50 was eligible.
Yeah.
And so it would give everybody a fair shot because it's those top 50s.
But it's one of those things like if you win the mid-am, which I think is like 25 to 35 years old or 25 and older, like you get a ticket to Augusta. Mm-hmm. Like if you win a national amateur title, like you go to the majors. Like what I love about the PGA, and it 2 years? No, it must have been 3 years ago. Justin Thomas won it.
Mm-hmm.
And his dad is a PGA teaching pro. And that was nice. It was fun. It was sentimental. He crushed it. He's got a great opportunity to win this week after winning last week. He's pretty chalky, but I have a feeling one of us is going to pick him.
Well, we'll see. But do you want to get to the news first?
Yes. Yeah, let's get to the news.
All right. So do you have anything for the news? Because I found two really interesting things.
Mine, no. You did.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So I just have two things for the news. They're on my phone. And,
That's fine.
Let me find it. They're actually screenshots. Okay.
That's fine. Yeah.
The first thing is, so we just got done watching the World Golf Championships. Okay.
Awesome.
And this comes from Ian Poulter. Okay. And I rarely agree with Ian Poulter's opinions on stuff.
Okay.
And as you pointed out in the run-up show to the World Golf Championships, people often chant USA directly at Ian Poulter.
Yeah, because he's the arch nemesis of the USA golf team.
Yeah, I have in attendance at a US Open event chanted USA at Ian Poulter directly.
Yeah, I've got his signature on a British Open hat.
Not worth it. Anyways, so no,
devalued.
He's great.
Devalued.
Devalued. There's no value here. No, but so he sent out a tweet. So CBS put up a graphic during the World Golf Championship.
Yeah.
With the leaderboard. Okay, the top 10.
Yeah.
Oh, it's really top 9, but it doesn't matter. Top 10. Okay, and it shows their career wins. Okay, Justin Thomas at the time was 12 under par in the lead over Brooks Koepka and Brendan Todd.
Yeah.
Okay. And it has Justin Thomas 12 career wins, right? And
okay.
down the line it goes.
Yeah.
Well, so you get to Matthew Fitzpatrick and Tom Lewis, who have a 0 by their name. And this is what Ian Poulter said. This is from Twitter. As a World Golf Championship event that consists of players who are exempt from around the world, someone please explain how wins have been discredited because not in the U.S. Okay. What would it have said if Seve? What would it have said if Seve were playing 9 instead of 90? This is pathetic. Now, I totally agree with this.
Yeah.
So Matthew Fitzpatrick has 5 European Tour wins.
Yeah.
They're career wins.
Yeah.
And Tom Lewis has 4.
Yeah.
All right. He's right. And I don't say that much about Ian Poulter, but they totally wiped out Tour wins for a world event.
That's
ridiculous. So
that is bull
Ricky
stuff.
Fowler's tied for 8th. Ricky Fowler tied for 8th at 9 under par.
Yeah.
How many total wins, career wins does Ricky have? It's 7. It's listed 5 because Ricky Fowler has won twice on the European Tour.
He's got a Scottish Open and something or other.
Yeah, it's like the Aberdeen asset.
Yeah. It was like
the European Tour win.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's ridiculous. And I think this is one of those
totally
things.
Right.
But I think this is the same. I think this is the thing that sort of has been coming up this year, which is the PGA Tour looks at the European Tour like it's AAA.
No, it's not.
I disagree.
That's why these guys. Oh, you disagree with me?
No. I disagree with the tour. Quick, would you rather? Would you rather? Would you rather play on the European Tour or on the Corn Ferry Tour?
European Tour, hands
1,000%.
1,000%.
Oh yeah, 1,000%. Yeah, I'm with you. If they were like, you can play on the Corn Ferry Tour.
European Tour golf is nasty.
It is. It's
and
good.
They are
it's
good.
So
and the courses are awesome.
Yeah. And they usually have like a bunch of guys in like the top 40 in the world rankings.
Yeah. Oh, let's take a known U.S. player, Peter Uihlein.
Yeah.
Okay. Crushed it for years.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't make it on the PGA Tour. He was able to get onto the European Tour.
Yeah.
And tore it up. And now he's a staple in the PGA Tour. It's not AAA.
Can I be
it's just
devil's
different.
advocate? Can I be devil's advocate?
Yes.
Is like you have guys like Brooks Koepka, who says that like he got his feet under him on the European Tour. And you have guys like Francisco Molinari, who got his feet under him on the European tour. All the European players who come over, I mean, they do take the time to play in what's the championship? This is the thing, is like I forget the name of their championship. It's not the Dubai Duty Free. It's the Race to Dubai.
The Race to Dubai, yeah.
Yeah. And so the thing is, like, when the big events come up, like, everybody heads over to Europe to be in the Race to Dubai. Because in order to play for the European Ryder Cup team, you have to play in so many European events.
The European Ryder Cup team hands it to the U.S. constantly.
Yeah. Yeah.
How are you going to tell me they're AAA?
Yeah. I'm not saying they're AAA.
They're better.
I'm just saying this had to do, this is the culmination of 2 months ago when that guy who we all know and talk about regularly, was it Chambly? Was it Rosie?
I think it was Chambly.
And he was basically like every European player wants to play on the PGA Tour. Like the PGA Tour is where it's at. Number one, like
everybody wants to play on the PGA Tour who likes golf.
The money is significantly better.
Yeah.
The money is significantly better.
Corporate America, that's why.
And it's just TV money, right? I mean, it's absolutely TV money. But the other side of that is like, if the question is, would you rather play on the PGA Tour for a year or play on the European Tour for 10 years?
European Tour for 10 years?
Yeah. I mean, they play, like, I've always, like, if I were to play on a tour for 1 year and it was PGA versus European, it would be close. And not because, like, the PGA Tour is better, but just because the European Tour goes everywhere. And the travel must be insane and fun and good. And they're in the Middle East. They're in Morocco. They're in South Africa. They're just everywhere.
Mm-hmm. And what do the U.S. players get to go to? Ohio,
California, Texas, Florida.
That's it.
That's it. Occasionally you show up in the Northeast. But it's like, would you like
you already quit on the DMV.
Yeah.
Come on,
man.
Anyways, all right. Second bit of news. This came out because you texted me earlier. It must have been 2 hours ago. You texted me and said
before the pub quiz. Yes.
Yeah, before pub quiz, you texted me and said, "When do you want to do this?"
Yeah.
And I said, "Give me a little bit, right? 6
fine.
p.m. or Eastern Standard Time. So it's about 11 o'clock.
We're teammates.
Your time.
We take care of each other.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
This came out as I was getting out of the car at the store with my kids. From Golf World, you'll never believe the last time Rory McIlroy paid for a round of golf. And I said, clicking on it. Paid a greens fee. Guess when? Guess the last time Rory McIlroy paid a greens fee.
When?
There you guess.
How old is he?
It doesn't matter. Tell me when he paid for a greens fee. My son's never paid for a greens fee for 11 years he's been playing. Come on.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, how old am I?
Because I have to pay for him.
I'm gonna go 15 years. I'm gonna go 2005.
Wow, nailed it. It's 2005. The last place he paid for greens fees was out Valderrama, and that's not how you say it because you roll the R's.
Valderrama.
Yeah. It was a Ryder Cup course. Yeah. He paid 250 euros for greens fees. Nice course.
Yeah, great course. Yeah,
course. Worth it. Worth the money. That's the last time he's paid a greens fee since 2005, and probably that's the last time he's paid a greens fee in 30 years.
Yeah,
that's insane.
Yeah,
come on. That's why golf is so expensive because you're just giving away rounds to these pros.
To the guys who can pay for it. I do have
to the people who can afford it. You just give it to them for free.
I have probably most. This is probably the most important news in golf history, and I am exaggerating.
What's that?
Tiger Woods is changing
Uh-huh.
putters before the PGA Championship. Now it's still a Scotty Cameron.
I saw
and
he
it's
was
still
putting with a Newport too.
It's a Newport 2 putter, but it is not
Yeah.
good old trusty, rusty 14 of the 15 majors putter.
No, it's not. And first of all, Trusty Rusty's a Cobra thing.
That's
so
a
you can't do
Cobra
that.
wedge, I know.
That's a Cobra wedge. You can't do that. But
fussy, lusty, dusty.
it's Trusty Rusty. Who cares? And he is poised to win now. Actually, you and I saw it. We saw Tiger Woods the last time he changed his putter, and we watched him putt, and it was terrible.
It was terrible.
I putted better than he did.
He was missing 6-footers and cussing like a sailor.
They were bad.
He was
was bad putting.
Joe,
give me my other putter.
Joe.
Not good.
And it's like Joe can read the greens for you, but he can't hit the ball.
We were 5 feet away from him. We read the greens.
We got to hole number 12 a half an hour early so we could sit without our shoes on in the rough at TPC
Potomac
in Bethesda, Maryland, at Avenel.
Yeah.
I've got video.
Hey,
I'll put the video up on Instagram. I might have to bleep out the cussing.
All right.
But it's the reason he had that slump with Nike, because they gave away the Titleist putter.
Yeah, because they were like, oh, we'll pay you more. And they had to talk him back into, no, let me have my putter back. I don't care about your money.
If somebody was like, would you rather play with any
This
club?
is why we don't do would you rather.
No, I know. This is the thing. If somebody was like, what club out of any club in the entire world of all time would you want in your bag? I would have said Tiger's putter. I would have said Tiger's 14-win putter. Hands down. They were like, you can have any club in the world. Doesn't matter how much it costs. Doesn't matter who about. It wouldn't be Jack's 1-iron. It wouldn't be like Ben Hogan's anything. It would be Tiger Woods putter.
Yeah, like any of Sevy's
wedges. Yeah.
Nothing. Tiger's putter.
Yeah. Any club in the world of all time. I mean, the thing is already if anybody ever sells that, it's worth $500,000.
Absolutely. And you know what else is worth $500,000? Getting to the PGA Championship breakdown.
Yes. Yeah. Get it. All right. Should we commercial? You want to do a read?
Yeah, you do the read.
I'll do a quick one.
I quit on the reads.
It's time for us to put down our bag and hear from our sponsors.
Hey guys, if you can't hear me, you should check out Belltone Hearing Aid Centers of the Jersey Shore. Belltone Hearing Aid Centers of New Jersey. They've got between 5 and 7 locations, and they may have more coming soon. If you can't hear me right now, you should honestly think about getting yourself a hearing aid. And if you're not sure whether or not you need a hearing aid, you should use the code word golf, call 732-888-9000, and get a free hearing aid test. A free hearing aid test? No, you don't want to test your hearing aid. You want to test your hearing. You want to get a free hearing test from Joseph Rittner at Belltone Hearing Aid Centers of New Jersey, otherwise known as Jersey Shore Hearing Centers with Belltone. They are located up and down the Jersey Shore. If you're not sure where that is, just consider where New York City is, and then just do that on a map. Like, just that much.
Just like that.
Yeah. If you're not watching on the video, just like move your finger a half an inch down.
Just
down,
and there it is.
Or what you should do is you should listen to Bruce Springsteen's Greetings from Asbury Park, and then look for the town of Asbury Park. That's the Jersey Shore. And if you can't hear that album, consider a hearing test. Just consider it. It's free. Use the code word golf. Again, the phone number is 732-888-9000. Check out Belltone Hearing Aid Centers of New Jersey. Back to the pod.
And now to your hosts, Ben Ridner and Gunnar Kane.
It is weird pointing the other way. It's you. Hey, you're here.
You're there.
No, it's you. You're
sneezed.
here. That's fine. I don't know how to turn off my, like, if I hit the space bar, nothing happens. How do I shift? Nope.
No, don't do that. Don't mess with anything. Anyways.
Yeah, I'm not messing with anything.
And let's break down the PGA Championship.
Hey,
the 100
that,
and yeah.
Can we just congratulate us for, like, this is a podcast where we can see each other.
Oh, I know this is the first time.
Yeah, this is the first time we can see each other. This is gonna be the new norm. Yeah.
I hope so.
Now we're not yelling over each other because we actually can see each other.
Right, because I can see that you're still talking. Right. Yeah.
Which is all the time.
Yeah, so I just interrupt you anyways, but now I know that I'm interrupting.
So it is the PGA Championship of America.
PGA Championship 102nd edition.
Yes.
Quick math on that. 1918. Did it. Anyways, playing at TPC Harding Park in San Fran, California.
Yep.
And purse of $11 million. It's a par 70, which we just saw a par 70.
Are you ready for some history?
This is going to affect my scores a little bit, I think.
You ready?
Yeah, quick, give me some history.
TPC Harding Park was designed around Lake Merced near Olympic Park. It is going to be playing 7,234 yards, which is a wonderful yardage. It's not nearly as long as other courses, but again, par 70. Every single champion of the San Francisco Amateur, which has been one of the highest ranking amateur competitions since 1945, has won this, including Ken Venturi, the late great Ken Venturi. Ben Hogan has played here. Byron Nelson has played here. Everybody has played here. The last time a PGA Tour event was here, it was the WGC Match Play. And the final was Rory McIlroy versus Gary Woodland. Rory McIlroy pulled it off. They did have a President's Cup event here, at which point Tiger Woods went 5-0. So it's not a course that everybody's going to know, but it is a course that a lot of people like. And it's right across the lake from the Olympic Club, which Webb Simpson won the last PGA championship there a few years ago. This is going to be an historic event for San Francisco, the PGA Tour, PGA Championship. This is a place that has a ton of history. It fell into a massive amount of disrepair. In 1992, it was used as the parking lot for the PGA Championship at Olympic Club. And after that, the PGA Tour decided to take it over, take back the history that is TPC Harding Park, turn it into a TPC course, and really, really, really make it something special. I'm very, very excited to see this course. Something exciting about this course is I think the last 5 holes play around water. They're going to play around Lake Merced, M-E-R-C-E-D, Merced. I don't know.
One of those has to be right.
Yeah. And the other thing, it's going to have a lot of long par 4s. And by long par 4s, I mean over 450 yards. Now, a lot of people are going to think that's going to help the long hitters. I don't think so. I think they're going to grow this rough out. I think they've Bryson-proofed this course. I think the PGA Tour is going to go. He tried side saddle putting. He tried having a compass. Now he's driving it for 1,000 yards. If we let him win, it'll be the end of the tour for good.
Yeah. And you want to know something else interesting?
Oh, sorry.
That's what my lights. Fixing his light. He's doing something. Something else interesting. This is the first time you're going to see Adam Scott back in the field.
The Australian is back.
Yeah. Do you have a clappy button? Do you have a clap button, like an applause button?
Yeah.
Click it.
I've also got this. So I think, look, I'm going to be very serious. I think very seriously.
First, I want to tell you.
I think Bryson DeChambeau is going to win.
Nah, shut up. You can't give yourself a laugh track, Ben. That's ridiculous. Anyways,
Not. Sorry, that's my laugh track.
I'm giving
I've got a laugh track.
The problem is I reminded you had buttons.
Yeah, I gotta go back to the actual buttons that I use.
I wanted to tell you that you got the applause for looking up information on a tour, an event. Okay, you get the.
To be fair, I woke up this morning at 7 and just sort of read it all in bed, and I was like 7,000. I was like 234. That's a good number. 234 is a good number. You know who else likes good numbers? Mr. Kornheiser himself likes.
Yeah, I know.
I was like 7,234. 234. Good number. Remember that one.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
You also have history in the state of California, so
I do.
I'm sure that this is a good event. Just like I'm very upset that the tour has left the DC, Maryland, Virginia area, and doesn't play in Colorado.
But this is the
I'm
thing,
sure that
right?
this is going to be good.
California's massive.
It is,
right? So I lived in Los Angeles for years, a bunch of years, 6 or 7 years.
Isn't it like 6 hours away from San Francisco? It's 8 hours away.
I would have friends. I'd have friends fly into San Francisco and be like, "Hey, man, you're just in LA. Why don't you just like drive up and like hang out for the afternoon?" And I was like, "Because that's a 16-hour round trip.
That's a day drive to get there.
It's a 3-hour flight.
It's also like 8 hours just on the interstate because it's so packed. So it really is like a 12-hour drive.
There's traffic. It's forever. Yeah.
All right. So there are no fans at the PGA Championship this year. And correct me if I'm wrong, this hasn't changed. Brooks Koepka is still the defending champion.
Yeah. US Open's
Are we three-peating? Yeah.
Are we three-peating? Yeah.
No. Anyways, that's not my pick. Like I said earlier in the show, we've had pre-picks. Yeah, well, we kind of had pre-picks, but I'm saying early in the show I mentioned club pros are playing in this. It's a total of 20 club professionals from around the world are eligible to play in the PGA Championship. It is one of my long shots. It is my long shot, by the way, but it's a little more vague. So let's get into picks. I actually forgot who you picked. So I initially on the last show. Yeah, well, what do you want to do?
I'm picking Tiger Woods' putter as the long shot, just by itself to win.
Hey, you're not. What would you like to talk about?
So magical. I mean, first of all, like it's number one. It's been over a year since we've had a major.
That's true.
So this has
been over a year.
This entire podcast has been based on whining about not having majors. We started this podcast because there wasn't a Masters.
You're right. You're right. Our second ever show was complaining that it was Masters week and no Masters.
Yeah, our first conversation about starting a podcast was like, why did they stop the players? Give Sungjae Im the trophy. Give Hideki Matsuyama the trophy. Give Sungjae Im the FedEx Cup. Like we were like, and that's it. We'll see you next year. This has been the Swingdom.
That's right.
Welcome to our one and only podcast. We will see you next March.
I know we're going on 20 shows, I think.
Yeah, I think slightly more because I've been doing them. I've been doing the previews as bonuses. So I've got 17 episodes, but I think there's 6 or 7 like preview shows that I've been counting as bonuses. So no, I just wanted to say I'm super excited. This is our first major. I've done just the right amount of research. I'm going to try not to go too. I'm going to try to not go too chalky.
This is our 20th official show.
Yeah. So
me neither. I'm not going very chalky either. I'm with you.
I'm going chalky into half.
What? Yeah, that's not what I'm doing.
Okay, good. Good.
So I disagree with you. There you go.
Or I think we're gonna have very different long shots. Yeah, let's get into the picks. You picked Ricky Fowler.
Yeah, initially. That was my hands down pick.
Yeah. And I hands down picked Brooks.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I didn't write it down. I have to write while you say these.
No, that's fine. Yeah, I picked Brooks. Should we snake it? Can I get the next one? I had such a hard time doing this because I'm
actually upset that you're going next because I'm so scared you're going to take my pick. I'm so afraid that you're going to take my pick.
I want JT to go back to back.
Oh, okay. That wasn't my pick. Perfect. You can have
Tiger Woods has gone back to back WGC to PGA Championship. Rory McIlroy has gone back to back PGA Championship, WGC to PGA Championship. This is number one in the world, taking it from John Rahm. JT Justin. Does he have a middle name?
Probably.
Middle name Thomas. That's
bow, bow, bow,
bow.
All right. I love that pick, as a matter of fact. And he was one of them. So Brooks and JT were actually my number 1 and 2 favorites. But
they are the favorites.
They are the favorites. That's why I have them written down.
Yeah, they are.
So typically, and you know this, I put together my board. I write down 5 picks.
Yeah.
Because I know you're not going to hit on 3 of them. Okay.
Yeah. So what I do is, I try to I read up on all the experts' picks. And then I sort of say, okay, this is what I've been feeling over the last sort of 4 to 6 weeks. And Brooks last week tied second, pedal to the metal. It became the Brooks show. We talked about it on the last episode. And then it's just sort of you know what? I didn't want to put the pedal all the way to the ground because I know that next week is more important than this week.
Yeah, I need to floor it next week. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I picked Ricky Fowler because I really think that this is going to be the year he wins a major.
His curve is going so high right now. His curve is so high.
Very quickly.
Yeah.
I also think that this is the best major for Ricky Fowler to win.
Okay.
So, because I already pre-picked Rory for the Masters.
Yeah.
And I would say that the second, really, in my opinion, I think we shot to win a major is the Open.
I think we could say this honestly. Is that
obviously
Rory,
that was canceled.
And we've been saying this for a while. Rory is focusing on the Masters.
On the Masters, right.
I think Rory is great, let's have some practice majors.
Yeah, these are practice majors, right? So I think Ricky can get it. That would be his first major. Now, speaking of Rory McIlroy, he needs the Masters to complete the
Rory Slam.
The Rory Slam, the career Grand Slam.
Yeah.
Phil Mickelson needs what?
U.S. Open.
Right.
So does Arnold Palmer.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Who needs the PGA Championship?
Are you asking me this for real? Are you asking me this for real? You know I know this.
The PGA Championship.
You know I know this.
To complete the career Grand Slam.
Look, just because he put his second ball in the water on 12 and he hit the green off the fairway at the Open.
Answer my question.
Doesn't mean that I don't know that this is Jordan Spieth. Jordan Spieth needs the PGA for the Slam.
Oh, give me Jordan Spieth, boy.
The Spieth
I'll tell you
Slam.
what, I'm really excited. The Spieth Slam could happen. I have Ricky, Jordan Spieth, and a mystery third, I think.
Can we not call it the Spieth Slam? Can we call it the Jordy Slam?
No, it's and because the Jordan Slam sounds better.
The Jordy Slam.
The Jordan Slam.
The Jordan Slam.
Ominous. All right. So I have Ricky, Spieth. You have Brooks and JT. I have a mystery third you're never going to see coming. Who's your third?
Who's your third?
No, you go.
My third. You're not going to see.
You're not going to pick it.
You're not going to pick my third.
Chance.
You're not picking my third.
No chance.
There's no way you're doing it.
All right.
On 3.
So
1, 2, 3.
Denny
Jason
McCarthy.
Day.
Were you saying it weird just in case I said Jason Day?
Yeah.
A little bit.
I didn't know what
Okay.
I didn't know what
All
the
right, so you
internet
picked
lag
Jason
was,
Day.
so I was waiting to see you so that I could then do it because I was
Nonsense.
like, there's a
Yeah.
lag.
All right, so you have Jason Day.
I've
Why
got
do you think
Jason
Jason
Day.
Day's got a
So-
shot at the PGA Championship?
So
And this would be
he's
his second PGA
this would
Championship
be his second
win.
PGA Championship. He's made the split from his teacher Colin. I forget his last name, but Colin. Like officially made the split. So not only was his teacher, he was his caddy. I think everybody sort of blamed the last year and a half on bad back, not being athletic enough. After the last 3 weeks where he's placed top 10, I think it's really got to do with more like he wanted to be won the major, won the Wanamaker Trophy at it wasn't Bandon Dunes. It was a place where he won the Wanamaker Trophy.
It was the place he won.
It was
That's
either
true.
It was either Michigan or Oregon. Michigan, Oregon.
I'll look it up while you talk. Give me some
All right.
more reasons.
Yeah. And so I think he took the last really like few years off to sort of. He's got 2 kids.
Whistling Straits.
Whistling Straits. That is Kohler, Wisconsin.
It is.
Yeah. I knew it was the Midwest. I
look
knew it
at
was the
that.
Midwest. Yeah, it's Kohler. So do you understand how broken our brains are?
I love doing this show.
Like that
I'm
our brains
so tired.
retain this information. our brains are just broken.
They're just broken. Like if you drilled a hole in our brains, just information about the PGA Tour would drip out.
For me, it'd have to be a pretty big hole, and just like Pro V1s would fall out.
Yeah, just somebody
be like, "Oh, that's like 60 quid worth." Okay, so yeah, so I think, and
I didn't even write down your pick, Jason Day.
All right. Yeah. But the last 3 events, he's placed top 10, so I think he's in the groove.
That's true.
His trajectory is straight up, and he has the experience.
Yeah. No, I love the pick.
Yeah.
I absolutely love the pick.
Like
I was not going to pick that.
I saw out there was like Xander Schauffele, and I was sort of like, he did well 5 weeks ago, but for the last 4 weeks, he's sort of been missing. John Rahm, I think, is going to be reeling for losing the number 1 spot so quickly. Like I just thought that was Webb Simpson won at Olympic Club, so I thought maybe he'd have a good chance, but he won the RBC Heritage this year. And then he sort of has fallen off as well. So instead of going like, okay, like who's won, who, I was just looking at, instead of looking at like strokes gains and things like that, I strictly went for like winning trajectories. And Brooks has it this year. Justin has it in the last 4 weeks. And Jason Day in the last 4 weeks. They have the 4 sort of like biggest winning trajectories other than Ricky Fowler, who you picked up.
So I kind of did it. Yeah, I kind of did it the same way. But my third pick is somebody who, which if you heard over our simultaneous picking, this is no surprise. But my final pick is somebody who was actually bumped up because of a withdrawal. And you guys give me so much grief about going super chalk. But if you watch this guy come back from coronavirus, come back from missed cuts, he's a local kid to me, okay, and you, all right? He's local to us, and he has just taken his second wind from a coronavirus infection and turned it into birdies all over the place.
Did you say Harris English?
No, it's Denny McCarthy.
Terrell
We're
Hatton.
going Denny McCarthy. It's Danny Fratelli. No, Dylan Fratelli. No, it's Denny McCarthy.
Denny McCarthy, yeah.
He got picked up because they somebody withdrew. I can't remember who it was. It doesn't matter because now he's not playing. So bye. And I think he's going to have a good show. I think he makes the cut. Do I think he goes top 10? I hope so. But he's got a real good swing right now, and he's ready to play.
Points. You need the points.
I do need the points, but right now the points don't matter. I have faith in this kid.
Yeah.
Ricky, Spieth, McCarthy versus Brooks, JT, Jason Day. I do agree. You did go chalk and a half.
Yeah, I did go chalk and a half, yeah.
Who's your long shot?
So this is a bit. This is a. I need sort of permission for this long shot.
Okay.
I've got 3 sophomores.
Mm-hmm.
Or freshmen and a half.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of the freshmen and a half is going to win it as a long shot.
See, what you do is you pick wins.
Yeah.
As your long shot.
Yeah.
You kind of wipe yourself out of the field if somebody wins. And you only earn 250 points as opposed to 1,000.
I'm okay.
All right, let's hear it.
So I've got Victor Hovland, Matthew Wolf, or Colin Morikawa, sophomores for a win at I think it's their first time playing a PGA. Now you can tell me that's not a long shot, and I'm just basically extending my picks for winners. But because I know it's not worth that many points.
Right, well,
but I do understand that it's like it's not the longest of long shots.
What I think I just have trouble with is that as a long shot is
they've all won over the last year.
All 3 of them are really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they do have a shot.
Yeah.
They do have a shot to win. And so if you picked one of them, I'll take it as a long shot. But I can't take all 3 because you really have just extended your picks by 3.
Look, I'm not cheating. I'm just not playing by the rules.
Now, if you say all 3 of them finish top 10, that's a long shot.
I was gonna say like top 5. Like top 10 would be a long shot. All 3 of them finishing top 10. I want to be greedier than that and say like top 5 because I think they're all good enough.
Uh-huh.
But if you're going to say all 3 of them finish top 10 as a long shot.
Yeah.
Give me a second to think of another long shot while you think of your long shot.
I don't need to think of my long shot. My long shot is 3 club pros make the cut.
Out of 15?
20.
How many normally make the cut?
I don't know.
That's not really a long shot.
This is open for discussion. Okay. So what would be a long shot on the club pros making the cut?
I would say like if you were like 3 club pros, the cut's like what? The cut is like 65, 70?
Mm-hmm.
You'd be like 3 making top 40.
3 making. What if I said 5 club pros make the cut?
I don't know.
They're not that good compared to tour players.
No, but that's sort of like what percentage?
They're good amongst each other.
What percentage of the amateurs at Augusta make the cut? Isn't it usually like 30 to 40%?
Usually it's like 2 make the cut.
2 out of 8 though. 2 out of 7 or 8.
Yeah.
So that's like 20 to.
What if
20
I
to
said
30%?
10 club pros make the cut?
That's too long of a long shot. That's too long. I wouldn't let you do that to yourself.
7 club pro. How about this?
I'll give you 6.
6 club pros make the cut. I just made it. That's it. I agree to it.
I'm gonna let you choose. All right. I'm going back to one of the sophomores wins as a long shot.
Here's what I'm going to do for you because you were very generous to me right there. And this is the first time we've argued about long shots, but these are kind of steep long shots.
It's weird because it's like it's a stacked field. It's like,
I would go as far to say the 3 freshmen finish in the top 15 as far down.
See, to me, like I'm like that's so which you think they have better odds of? 3 of them finishing in the 15 or 1 of them winning?
I don't even think all 3 of them are going to make the cut. So
what?
Yeah, I don't think all 3. As a matter of fact, I think you have a better shot of only 1 of the 3 making the cut than you do of 3 of them finishing top 15.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, which is why I'm sort of like, if 1 of the 3 of them win, that's a long shot. The other, it's just like I'm having a hard because I basically want to do like, okay, the other one is like Richie Werenski repeats and wins. Like there's a repeat
Not
winner.
A chance.
Like Brooks, JT, or Richie Werenski. Like it's
look,
you know
I don't want you to have as many points as you do, but that's I'm also not going to let you flounder yourself. Richie Werenski got lucky. Stop.
What do you mean he got lucky? He would placed the top 5 in the last 3 events.
Hey, listen, that's my opinion.
All right, fine. Plus, we love him from the big break.
Yeah, we do like him.
I'm going to say... I'm going to say whichever one you think has worse... I'm going to stick with my original. One of the freshmen/sophomores, i.e. Morikawa, Wolf, or Hovland, win.
Fine.
And I know that's sort of I'm extending my 3 picks to 6 picks.
Hovland, you said?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure, according to...
All right.
I don't think any of them have played in the PGA before.
That's all right. I'll take it. One of the 3 win. But mark my words, not all 3 are making the cut.
You don't think so?
Not a chance. Now, what is your low round for the week?
Can you talk for a second while I find this?
Yeah, I'm going to give you my low round. So my low round for the week is going to be a 64-6 under par. And it's not going to match up with my final prediction very well. Okay. Also, none of our guys shoot the low round of the week.
No.
I don't think Ricky, Denny McCarthy, Jordan Spieth, Brooks Koepka, Justin Thomas, or Jason Day shoot the low round of the week. Now, they might tie it, but I don't think they're going to shoot the lowest round of the week. I'm just predicting that 6 under is the lowest round of the week.
Okay.
That doesn't really make sense if they're not the lowest any of them are going to shoot is 5 under. The low round's going to be 6.
Oh, wow. Okay. The lowest is I think it's 73. 73 is the lowest in a major.
But I think we could also see a 59 if people stay in the fairways.
I think somebody's going to go. I think somebody's going to go minus 862 just to piss off Johnny Miller.
I love it. Just piss him off. Yeah. And then he can complain. It's on a par 70, blah, blah, blah. All right. What is your low score for the whole tournament? What does the winner shoot?
I want to say minus 12.
Oh, see, we did the exact same thing. So you're saying somebody's going to shoot 8 under in a round and not even double it in 4 days.
I think somebody's going to shoot 8 under on Thursday and not make the cut.
I like that. What I think is we kind of did the same thing, although your margin's way smaller than mine.
Yeah, mine is that's a pretty. It's like he's going to shoot minus 8 on Thursday, and then he's going to shoot plus 4 on Friday. He's going to miss. He's going to make the cut, and then shoot positive the whole. It's just not how that works.
Yeah. So mine's 6 under for the low round. 14 under, I think, wins this tournament.
What'd you say? 15?
14. But I also wouldn't be surprised if 8 under was the winning score.
It's just what I've been reading is that the rough is going to be crazy.
Gnarly rough. Yeah.
Gnarly rough. No fans to trample it down.
Right.
So
what
you know
did
what I
Ian
mean?
Poulter say? Patchy? It's patchy rough?
Yeah. Well, let me just see if I can find this one last thing I'm looking for, and then I think it's going to be one of the hardest majors. It's not going to be. I think the USGA is going to be insanity. I think the USGA is going to make Phil Mickelson give up golf for life.
That's insane. And for those of you who don't know and aren't familiar with golf, he's talking about the U.S. Open.
Yeah, the USGA.
And Ben is the only person I know who refers to it as the USGA. So he is also probably the only person you know that refers to it as the USGA.
The U.S. Open Classic Championship Invitational.
And what's weird is I know he jokingly says these tournament names wrong, but he's dead serious about the USGA.
Yeah, call it the USGA.
So it is the U.S. Open,
No,
just so
and
you
you're
know.
going.
Not
Ask me
you,
why.
but our listeners.
Ask me why.
Because it's a U.S. Golf Association event.
No.
It's the one that they do.
That's not why.
Why? Well, then why do you call it?
Because
it's not truly open.
Because number one, I got yelled at about this loads. Like, if you're anywhere outside of the U.S. and you call it the British Open instead of the Open, people get upset. Like the Open, it's the Open Championship.
It's the Open.
It's the Open. Like, that's what you call it. I call it the USGA because as Phil Mickelson, he's outside this door. He's ready to agree with me. It's because the tournament isn't about golf. It's about the USGA making the PGA look dumb. And that's what they do.
That's true. I agree with that.
They go, this is the only tournament we have all year. We want to make our money. And look,
it's the best one you're ever going to see, right?
And they're like, and they're like, you know what? Like, you guys have 35, 40 events a year, and you guys make 5 of them hard.
I do love that the USGA and the RNA dictate all the rules that the PGA has to follow.
And that's what I mean. Like,
but the USGA still rubs it in their face that they can do golf better.
Yeah. They don't do golf. I wouldn't say better. I would say harder. Because, I mean, when Phil Mickelson...
They come out and say, this is real golf.
When Phil Mickelson hits the moving putts, you're just like, wow. You're like, this hasn't gone off the rails. Like, the rails are on fire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When
there's people laughing at you while you're on fire.
It's just it's one of those things where it's like everybody's like, oh no, the golf ball goes too far. The golf ball does this. The golf ball does that. And then the USGA comes out and they make par hard. You're like, it doesn't matter what the ball's doing. Like, the USGA still gives you a run for your money.
Yep, I love it. That's why I was so excited to go, because I tell you what, that's why I went. I agree with you, but you're the only one who ever called.
Yeah, I know.
All right, did you find what you were looking for?
Yeah, so Morikawa, Hovland, and Wolf. This is their debut at the PGA.
Okay, fine. Then I'll take that as a long shot.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to win their first USGA out of those 3, at least.
PGA. To be fair, they're not going to win the USGA either.
They're definitely not winning the US Open.
How about this?
Not
my long shot is one of those 3 wins a major in this year.
No. You can't pre-pick.
Ooh, I like that. Is that are you wearing a Jack Nicklaus shirt?
Yeah, where is it? Yeah, that's a Jack
Golden
Nicklaus shirt.
Bear. That's right. That's how you do it.
If anybody wants to see on our YouTube, I have a nice Masters green with a little yellow golden bear. Yeah, that's
how you do it.
It's my Jack Nicklaus Masters shirt.
Yeah, I got this. My mother-in-law brought me this shirt back from France. It's linen.
It's French linen.
It's French linen.
Nice. Wow. All right, we got to wrap this up because this is the longest preview show we've ever done, because we are so excited that we finally have a dang major to talk about. I know I'm going to be glued to it Thursday and Friday, and I'm supposed to be working. Don't tell anybody.
That's fine. So I mean, I sort of have a few, but okay. Number one, in golf this week, we're doing some stuff. Nobody cares. I'm probably going to skip most of it because it's the PGA. Is that how you feel? Right?
Yep.
We're going to be watching the PGA. This is the first time Harding Park has been played in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I want to watch it crush golfers. This is why I watch golf, so that these professionals can feel like me at my home course with an inch and a half of rough trying to break 80.
Yeah.
Absolutely. New one. New one for Gunnar. Who is going to be the celebrated man of the people?
Oh, I like this. Man of the people. Oh, it's going to be a PGA pro. That's what it's going to be.
No, it's got to be like a recognizable name, like somebody in the top 20 WGC. That's not fair because he's literally a person who is a man and he's of the people. I'm going Dustin Johnson. I'm going Dustin Johnson. I'm going Dustin Johnson. I'm going. He made up for it last week, but he's going to come back and repeat as man of the people, third time in 4 weeks.
I'm going Bryson. Bryson,
Okay.
man of the people.
Okay.
Yeah, just completely falls apart.
Here's a good
Yells
one.
about some ants.
Yeah.
And
Another good. Oh, the ants. Oh my God, the ants. What was that?
That was an S show. If we cursed on this podcast,
yeah,
I would be cursing. That's what
like
I would
one
do.
of those things where it's like, didn't you see the YouTube video with Phil? Like, go watch the Phil Rules official video and leave this alone.
Well, Dustin Johnson, I believe, 2 or 3 years ago, actually had an anthill ruling, and it was very clear. Yeah, it was true, but it was it was a true like ant mound, and it was in like a European event.
Brooks made fun of. The next day Brooks made fun of him.
He sure did, and it was good. He said, "Oh, look, there's an ant." I'm playing. I got him.
Highest score on a single hole.
11.
I'm going 9.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm going. I was gonna say 8 snowman.
Do I have to write these down? Are we gonna revisit these?
I mean, it'll be fun. Why not?
All right.
I mean, people don't listen to the show to listen to us. They want to hear what nonsense
Plus
we're spewing out.
Single hole. Well, that means I got to pay attention to everybody's score.
Yeah, to be fair, if it's not somewhere handy, we'll just be like, sure, yeah, it
happened or not.
10. Somebody shot a 10.
Right in the middle of it. That's right. I love it. All right. I like these picks.
That's the pod. That's the preview show. Enjoy watching the PGA Championship.
Yeah.
We're going to try to get on Hot Mic. I'm going to try to get my internet up and running before Hot Mic territory because I'd love to do a major on Hot Mic. If Gunnar, if you can make it work, let's make it work, even just for a little bit, even if it's just for an hour or something like that. I would absolutely love that. Check us out on Hot Mic. The code word is golf. You download the app, Hot Mic. You sign up.
And
it says invitational code.
Yeah, well, so now coming soon, keep a lookout for this because we're going to be posting this. We're actually getting our own link to directly subscribe to us.
Wow.
On the Hot Mic.
Yeah.
On Hot Mic. So that's going to be coming out. So you won't even need the code word golf. No. You just click on the link.
Yeah.
That was a loud click because that's how important it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say it's Hot Mic is an open, but you still want to get the invitational code.
That's right.
I've got a cat.
Golf swing there. I like that.
Cat.
And while you're checking us out on Hot Mic, there's a cat in the screen. And while you're checking us out on Hot Mic, don't forget, if you're listening on iTunes, please rate and review us. It really helps us out a lot. Go to Instagram. Check us out at The Swingdom. We're on Twitter. We're on Facebook. And definitely check out our bombing YouTube channel.
Yeah.
That Ben is just crushing over there.
I'm playing with another YouTuber on Sunday.
Yeah. Playing with some YouTubers.
Yeah.
So we're just sharing the love here. So
email us, message us, do whatever.
At theswingdomofgolf.com.
YouTube, all that stuff. I don't have any bad. Well, I'll read them on Monday. I'll read if there are any more bad comments on YouTube, I'll read them on Monday.
Read comments on Monday.
Yeah.
All right. Ben, this has been a real pleasure. I can't wait for this.
No, you stop.
Always. I'm just glad I can see you this time.
All right.
Get out of here.
Swinged him out. That's so bad. We need to come up with something better than that, don't we?
No, I like it. Keep saying it.
You've been listening to The Swingdom. Remember, we're just two guys, 28 clubs, 0 putts given.